Imagine this. You're months, even years into making a Hollywood blockbuster. The script is written, the sets are built, actors are in costume, and sometimes the entire movie is done. But then, boom, canceled. Today, we're counting down 10 of the most shocking movies that were killed before release. Some were victims of bad timing, others were scrapped for money, politics, or just plain chaos. Either way, these are the movies we never got to see, but maybe we should have. This video is brought to you by Muhan Studios. In the number 10 spot, we have the Something Borrowed sequel. A lesser-known canceled film, the sequel to the 2011 romantic comedy Something Borrowed was in active development with plans to adapt the follow-up novel Something Blue. The original film starred Kate Hudson, Jennifer Goodwin, and John Krasinski, and while not a critical darling, it gained a loyal fan base and performed well enough to spark talks of a continuation. However, after years of delays and shifting studio priorities, the project quietly disappeared. It's a softer, more heartfelt cancellation, but one that left fans of the rom-com genre without closure. At number 9, we have Empires of the Deep from the early 2010s. This Chinese-American fantasy epic was supposed to rival Avatar, an underwater adventure with mermaids, sea monsters, and epic battles. With a budget rumored to be $130 million, multiple directors, and chaotic production delays, the project became infamous for its disastrous behind-the-scenes drama. Despite years of work, Empires of the Deep was never released and stands as one of the most expensive unfinished films ever. At number 8, we have a Fantastic Four sequel. After the disastrous reception of the 2015 Fantastic Four reboot, any hope for a sequel vanished overnight. Originally slated for a 2017 release, Fox abandoned the project after critics and audiences rejected the dark, joyless take on Marvel's first family. The franchise rights later reverted to Disney and Marvel Studios, where a new Fantastic Four reboot is finally moving forward for the MCU, but this sequel is gone forever. Taking the 7th spot is The Interview from 2014. This political comedy starring James Franco and Seth Rogen as journalists tasked with assassinating Kim Jong-un caused an international firestorm. After North Korean threats and a massive Sony Pictures hack, the film was pulled from wide theatrical release. Though it did later stream online, the scandal raised major questions about freedom of speech, cybersecurity, and the power of political pressure over Hollywood. At number 6, we have Worst Case Scenario from 2009. Zombies? Check. Nazis? Check. A soccer championship? Check. This bizarre Dutch horror comedy had everything to become a cult hit. It's centered on Nazi zombies invading during the 2006 FIFA World Cup. Yes, you heard that right. This movie actually started filming, with teaser trailers already out, but financial issues left it stranded in post-production limbo. Fans still talk about it, but it's likely we'll never see the full undead madness. At number 5, we have Scoob, Holiday Haunt from 2022. The beloved Scooby-Doo gang was set to return in a heartfelt, holiday-themed sequel to 2020's Scoob. The film was finished and in post-production when, again, Warner Bros. Discovery pulled the plug as part of their cost-cutting spree. Fans of all ages were disappointed, as the film promised a nostalgic throwback with a festive twist. Sadly, this mystery will never be solved. Coming in at number 4, we have Coyote vs. Acme from 2023. Imagine Wile E. Coyote finally getting his day in court, literally. This completed live-action / animated hybrid featured John Cena and told the story of Coyote suing the Acme Corporation for years of defective products. Insiders said that the film tested extremely well, but Warner Bros. Discovery canceled it solely for a $30 million tax write-off. Fans were outraged, especially since the film was 100% finished and praised by those who saw it. This is a rare example of a movie canceled not for quality, but for cold corporate math. And now, it's time for our top 3 finishers. At number 3, we have Gambit, which went unproduced. For almost a decade, Channing Tatum was set to bring Marvel's Gambit to life, a fan favorite, card-throwing mutant from the X-Men universe. Multiple directors signed on and dropped out. Scripts were rewritten, and eventually, Disney's purchase of Fox meant Gambit was left to collect dust. Despite Tatum's passion for the role, the film never moved past development hell. It's a shame, because the idea of a slick, heist-style superhero movie could have been something fresh in the superhero world. Fans of Tatum's Gambit finally got some closure though, as he did appear as the character in the 2024 blockbuster Deadpool and Wolverine, giving this long dormant dream a brief but unforgettable moment on screen. At number 2, we have Batgirl from 2022. This one sent shockwaves through the DC fanbase, with Leslie Grace as Batgirl, Michael Keaton returning as Batman, and Brendan Fraser as the villain Firefly. This $90 million film was nearly complete and ready for the big screen or HBO Max. But the studio scrapped it entirely, citing financial and strategic reasons, making it one of the most expensive canceled films in history. Even cast and crew found out through the news. Fans still campaign for its release, but for now, Batgirl is locked away in the Warner vault. And finally, taking the number 1 spot is Superman Lives. Directed by Tim Burton and starring, brace yourself, Nicolas Cage as Superman. This movie has become legendary in Hollywood what could have been history. The script, written by Kevin Smith, was wild. Giant spiders, a black Superman suit, and Brainiac as the villain. Despite spending nearly $30 million on pre-production, Warner Bros. Pulled the plug, citing creative differences and ballooning costs. The project inspired a documentary called The Death of Superman Lives, which gives a deep dive into this epic missed opportunity. Why do movies like these get canned? One reason, money. Financial write-offs are sometimes worth more than risky releases. Another, creative chaos. Some projects spiral out of control creatively. And finally, politics. External threats and controversy can shut down entire operations. So, which of these lost movies would you bring back from the dead? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more behind-the-scenes Hollywood secrets, and hit the bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time, see you at the movies. Or at least the ones that actually make it to the screen.